Hey guys, Jared Wesley here of Live Traders, and I wanted to spend a couple minutes with you guys and go over a trade that I just took today. It's been a little while since I've done a trade review. Usually I'll lump 3 or 4 trades together, but today I just want to talk to you about QCOM, Qualcomm. It's a trade that I took today. I shorted it. I made just over $1,000 on it, but there's a couple of things that I wanted to talk to you about on this trade. Things that I did well, things that I didn't do well, but most importantly, how did I find it, right? So we talked a lot about scanning in the last couple months here and where you can scan trade ideas, TC2000, TradeStation, Thinkorswim, etc. But one of the things a lot of you guys are doing incorrectly is you're taking your gap list in the morning, and then what you're doing the next day is completely forgetting about your gap list from yesterday. We call it a carryover list. Well, today Qualcomm was not on my long or my short list. In fact, I was so disappointed with today's gap list. I told the chat room members, I said, guys, I might not even take a trade today. All right, that is how bad today's gap list is. Well, thankfully, I had my carryover list from Friday, and here's the kicker. I actually had Qualcomm on my long list on Friday because it was a bit of a daily buy setup, and you'll see that on the screen. It's a bit of a daily buy setup, right? You see that nice pullback just below support there, and then that gap up from Friday on the green bar, et cetera, and so forth. And then all of a sudden, the market opens today, because remember, I'm not that happy with the list, and I'm going, man, there's not much to do here. There's not much to do here. But we had a short bias on the QQQ today, all right, and the market in general. But early on, we had a short bias on the market. And I'm like, wow, this is interesting. Qualcomm is not only gapping down, but there's a little bit of room here. Not a ton of room, right? Because you have the daily 200 period moving average. You have the daily 50 period moving average. But we got in right around that 135.30 area, okay, with a stop loss at 135.80, okay? So it was a 50-cent stop loss. I mean, this was a textbook 3-bar play. Wide range bar, boom. Narrow range bar, beautiful. Resting bar right there. Entry at 135.30. I got filled a little bit late at 135.25, and then the stop loss was 135.80, and this thing just went down and down and down and down and down. You could have made probably almost 10 to 1 on your money, but here's the thing. This is where following your trading plan is really, really, really important, okay? I went in today with the mental mindset and you know what? This isn't going to be that good of a day, right? Why? Well, the gap list isn't that good. This isn't going to be that good of a day. Oh, it's a Monday. This isn't going to be that good of a day. And my mind frame was, this isn't going to be that good of a day. So I was happy to find Qualcomm. I saw it was a perfect 3-bar play. Let's just take it. And we did. That's the good part. And then I nickel and dime the crap out of it. I should have made about $1,800 on this thing today, maybe $2,000, anywhere between $1,500 and $2,000 on it. I ended up making just over $1,000, $1,077 to be exact. And it was a painless trade that did absolutely nothing wrong, okay? And it was timed with the market. It was a good 3-bar play. The daily was a little bit mediocre, but it was showing great relative weakness to the market with a great pattern. But my mindset was, it's not going to be a good day, Jared. There's not going to be follow through. So I cost myself $500 to $700 today by not following my trading plan. I took some shares off of this trade early. I'm like, you know what? Things aren't going to follow through today. Maybe take some off at 1R. And you don't normally do that, Jared, but maybe take some off. Well, that's what I did. Okay, so yes, was it a great textbook 2-minute 3-bar play? Yes, it was. Check. Was it from my carryover list? Yes, check. Okay, so far so good. Was the daily okay? It was. It had at least 1 hour worth of room in it. Check. But then I went out and broke my trading plan. So for as good of a trade as this was, it really should have been better. Okay, so you see on the screen there, guys, there's the entry right there. Okay, putting my order in right there, and then you see it triggers, and honestly, it never looked back. As soon as this thing triggered, it just kept going lower. It never even retested break even. It wasn't that long of a trade. It was actually one of those trades that if you managed it on a 2-minute or even a 1-minute bar by bar, you would have probably made 5 to 1, 2-minute bar by bar, 7 or 8 to 1. I mean, it was just a beautiful trade overall. So the lessons to be learned in this video: 1, never get too disappointed with the gap list. There will be days where you scan for the gap list and honestly, is not that good. That's okay. Maybe you don't take a trade that day. Maybe you do. But have a positive attitude. Look and check your carryover list. Don't forget about your carryover list. And 2, never put your emotional spin on an objective market. Your plan is your plan. That's it. End of discussion. Your plan is your plan. Follow it. Come hell or high water. And if you're not going to follow it, well, then why do you have it in the first place? Okay, and I fell victim to that today. Thankfully, I don't do it that much, but it was an important lesson. It cost me, I don't know, about $700 today. So I hope you guys learned a little bit about the trade that I took on Qualcomm today. I'm going to try to do more of these little videos on my trade reviews as well. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'm Jared Wesley of Live Traders. If you like this video, please click the like button, hammer the subscribe button, and we'll get back at it again next time.